Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to present another poem by Du Fu. This poem was composed around 736 CE after Du Fu failed his first attempt at the National Civil Service examination. He was 24. Even though he did not pass the exam, his ambition was just as grand, if not grander, than before. After all, he was still so young. As I told in my first video about Du Fu, he traveled extensively after the exam. At this time, his father was the military consultant of the governor of Yanzhou, which covered some area of the three provinces of Henan, Hebei, and the Shandong province, as shown in this map. This was a rather important area that formed the second defense line from the northeastern frontier of Yuzhou and Qingzhou. This was probably one of the happiest periods of Du Fu's life. He was young and excited to explore the world, and he was seeing the world at large. On the other hand, this poem also shows Du Fu's political ambition. Mount Tai was a mountain with a huge political significance. In both Confucian and Taoist traditions, mountains are regarded as the closest places to the heaven. Kings and emperors built many altars to offer sacrifices to heaven on mountains. Mountain Tai is the most sacred mountain among all the mountains in China. When an emperor believed that he had followed the heaven's mandate and accomplished great deeds, he would want to travel to Mountain Tai in person to report his achievement and receive blessing from heaven. This is called Fengshan Taishan. Qin Shi Huang, or the first emperor of the Qin dynasty, was the first one to start this tradition. He traveled all the way to Mountain Tai to report that he had unified the Chinese world and to receive blessing from heaven. After him, there were only 5 other emperors who did the Fengshan at Mountain Tai. So, climbing Mountain Tai signifies great political achievement. For Du Fu, it means to reach the very top of the bureaucratic rank and help the emperor to build the Confucian paradise envisioned in the classic of Li Ji, or the Book of Right. I might do a video on this Confucian vision of paradise one day. Now, let me read the poem in Chinese first. 岱宗夫如何？齐鲁青未了。造化钟神秀，阴阳割昏晓。荡胸生蒸云，决眦入归鸟。会当凌绝顶，一览众山小。Now, let's look at the first 2 couplets. 岱宗夫如何？齐鲁青未了。造化钟神秀，阴阳割分晓。Tai is the other name of Taishan or Mountain Tai. Zhong initially refers to the shrine for ancestors, as you can see in the oracle bone script. It is an altar and a roof. The second one is the bronze script of the Zhou dynasty. Look like the Zhou people built a temple for their ancestors. And the third is the one we use today. The character's meaning also changed substantially over time. It is also used to refer to the ancestors, as in the phrase of 祖宗, or the ancestors, or the grandmaster, as in the phrase of 宗师, or the leading scholar of a school. So 宗 is used as an adjective to signify Mountain Tai is the most significant connection with heaven. Stephen and I translate 岱宗 as Mountain Tai. Fu is a filial word for emphasis with no meaning. 如何 means what it's like. Qi and Lu are ancient kingdoms from as early as the Zhou dynasty from the 11th to 8th century BCE. Qi is indicated by the blue star and Lu indicated by the red star in this map, located in today's Hebei and Shandong provinces. They were the most prosperous kingdoms until the Warring State period of the 3rd century BCE. Furthermore, Lu was Confucius' home state, and he served as the Minister of Justice for a short period. So there was a long and rich culture in this area. Qing refers to the Green Plain in these two kingdoms. Wei Liao means never ending. Zhao initially means to build a boat, as indicated in the bronze scripts of the early Zhou dynasty. It later expanded to mean making or creating something. Hua refers to the transformation driven by the yin and yang changes, and it later becomes a generic term for transformation. Zhao and Hua are often used together to mean the result of creation, that is, the nature world. Here it refers to the divine force that created the world. So we translate it as the creator. Zhong initially refers to the musical bells used for ritual purposes. It later expanded to mean focus one's affection or attention to something such as the phrase of 钟情 or fall in love, or 中意 put one's mind to. Shen means divine, xiu means beauty. Yin refers to the shadowy side of the mountain, and yang refers to the sunny side of the mountain. Here, yin-yang refers to the northern side and the southern side of Mountain Tai. Ge means cut off or separate. Hun means dusk. Xiao means dawn. So the two couplets can be translated as, what is Mountain Tai like then? It stands at the never-ending green plains of the ancient kingdoms. The Creator put his mind to its divine beauty. Its northern and southern sides separate the dusk from dawn. 荡胸生蒸云，觉至入归鸟。会当凌绝顶，一览众山小。Dang means heaving, 胸 means chest, 生 means give rise to. 蒸 here is the alternative script of 层, meaning layer. 云 means cloud. 绝 literally means to burst or split. 智 refers to the corners of the eyes. 觉智 means to open one's eyes as much as possible to the point of splitting one's eye corners. David and I discussed this and decided to associate the bursting to the bird rather than the eye corners. 入 means enter, 归 means return, 鸟 means bird, 会 means will, 当 means at the time, 会当 means one day I will. 领 initially refers to the icicles as shown in its early script. It later acquires the meaning of to exceed, to insult, and to conquer. As I mentioned earlier, Mountain Tai has a unique political significance in imperial China. Climbing to the peak of Mountain Tai signifies political victory. It is fortunate that Du Fu did not have any royal blood. If he did, this poem would get him into big trouble. Reaching the summit of Mountain Tai here is used as an imagery for political victory. So David and I translate the 领 as conquer. 绝顶 means summit. 一 means one. 览 means glance. 众 means many. 山 means mountain. xiao means small. It is quite interesting how the character 小 is used here. In classical Chinese, adjective can often be used as a verb or used in an ambiguous way so that it can be interpreted either way or in both ways. I think the character 小 here has both meanings. Dufu imagined that when he reached the summit, he would see all the mountains with a single glance. This line is a rephrasing of a sentence from Mencius, chapter 7. 孟子曰：孔子登东山而小鲁，登泰山而小天下。Mencius said, Confucius climbed the eastern mountain and the kingdom of Lu looked small. He climbed the Mountain Tai and the whole world looked small. So the two couplets can be translated as, its layered clouds gave rise to my heaving chest. Returning birds burst into the corner of my eye. One day I will conquer its summit, and the many mountains below shrink into my single glance. For any politically ambitious young Chinese, this poem is perhaps the most inspiring poem. It is cited when they need something to keep them going before they reach their goals. More often, it is also cited when they reach their goals and enjoy the short-lived pleasure of winning. In modern China, this poem also applies to ambitious young people in any field. The last couplet is such a powerful declaration that they can tell themselves that they will achieve great things so that they can overcome whatever obstacles in front of them. And it can also be used as a declaration of victory now that they reach the peak of their field, whether it is in politics, business, or academia. The couplets also offer a simple yet extremely powerful imagery for people to visualize their victories. When you reach the top with the backing of Mountain Tai, everything, perhaps more importantly, everyone looks small to you. Here I would like to mention an anecdote related to Mountain Tai. When the Tang Emperor Li Longji performed his sacrifices to heaven at Mountain Tai in 725 CE, he appointed his premier Zhang Shuo to organize the whole activity. The whole affair went smoothly without any incident. So the emperor was very happy and promoted most of the officials involved in it. When presenting the award to the officials, he found out that the son-in-law of Zhang Shuo was promoted from rank 9 to rank 5. There was 2 steps for each rank. A normal promotion usually goes up 1 or 2 steps. Zhang Shuo promoted his son-in-law 8 steps. The emperor was shocked. One of the officials at the court tried to cover it up by saying, "Oh, this promotion is approved by Mountain Tai." The emperor laughed and let this issue go. From that time on, Taishan or Mountain Tai is also used as a respectful title for father-in-law. Now, let me show you our translation with that of Stephen's side by side. And what then is Daizhong like? Over Qi and Lu, green and unending. Creation, compacted spirit, splendors here. Dark and light, raving dusk and dawn. Exhilarating the breast, it produces layers of clouds. Splitting eye pupils, it has homecoming birds entering. Someday may I climb up to its highest summit. With one sweeping view, see how small all the other mountains are. As you can see, in addition to the different wording we used in our translation, we also play up the political significance by translating the name of Qi and Lu as ancient kingdoms, and the characters of Ling as conquer, Xiao as shrink. David and I think it is appropriate to emphasize the political implications of this poem because of the unique political status of Mountain Tai. In contemporary China, Mountain Tai no longer has any political significance, or at least in political rhetorics. However, in the everyday language, the approval of the father-in-law or Taishan is still very important, especially with the one-child policy. When a politically powerful man only has a daughter, the son-in-law is the one benefits from the father-in-law's political resources. It would be an interesting research topic to trace the political careers of all the son-in-law in contemporary Chinese politics. I'm Dr. Gao, a philosopher obsessed with poetry. I make videos about the classical Chinese poetry, philosophies, and traditional Chinese medicine. Please click the like button and subscribe my channel. Your support is very important to me. If you would like to donate to my channel, you can find the Patreon link in the homepage of my channel or the description section down below. I also offer one-to-one online lessons on these subjects. So if you would like to read the original Chinese text with me, please contact me. Here's my email address. Thanks for watching my video. I'll see you next time.